Hi everyone, my name is Elvina Majiwa and welcome to Sober Talks, a platform where I'll be interviewing professionals in different fields and we'll be discussing about alcohol and the tobacco industry and how it affects people. So welcome on board, Siro. Thank you so much. So tell us more about yourself. Who is Siro?
Siro is a guy who loves having fun when he's not busy with his work, and I'm a person who like looking at anything in life that can actually bring happiness without any side effects. So while others look for happiness using things like alcohol, partying, or even going for having affairs outside there, me, I've chosen to go to my one hobby, that is cycling. So when I'm not busy with my work as a software developer, I go cycling, and most people know me for my cycling more than they know me about my profession. So I am somebody who likes to take happiness as a priority all the time.
Oh, nice, interesting. I love your attire, by the way. How was your ride today?
My ride was fun. Today I gave my team a challenge that we needed to do what we call a GPS art. So I had come up with a route which, if you follow it, you'll end up drawing a bird that is about to land. And in this case, we assumed the bird that we were drawing was an eagle. So we had to pass through tough places, and also we had to stop people from going in a certain direction because we are following a very strict route. And I was happy with the performance for today. Most of those who showed up, they are very obedient to enable us have the activity become a fun adventure.
Nice, interesting. You talked about happiness. So you've chosen to live a sober lifestyle.
Yes.
How easy or hard is it?
I can't say it is an easy one, neither can I say it is a hard one. But one thing I can tell you for sure is that when you choose to be sober 24/7, some things are effortless, and you won't struggle with keeping up with them. Unlike alcohol, where you will be left with hangovers and huge expenses. Cycling on one side, on the other side, it only expenses you when you are starting and maybe maintenance. But over time, it is cheaper, and the people you even meet whom you go to cycle with, some of them, they are so motivated with the whole idea that some can even offer to sponsor you for lunch, and it is totally without like any strings attached. But when you look at things like alcohol, you find that some people will tend to buy you alcohol because they know when you are taking alcohol, you will always be like their slave. You will be like their guinea pig for anything that they want to do. So I normally look at it like that. But cycling, we meet, we ride, we go home, and it becomes a very good memory in our minds all the time.
Have you seen the industry trying to sponsor some of your cycling events?
I can't say I've seen, like in football, but in cycling, I've not seen where the industry for alcohol is sponsoring us in any way. The only industry that is notable in sponsoring us is Farmer's Choice, and then some major bicycle shops here in Kenya, and then of course in KSA, but nothing to do with the alcohol industry.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So, have you seen the harms that alcohol has caused some of your maybe peers, your friends?
I can say yes, I've seen even some of them cyclists. We were having a discussion on our WhatsApp group, and when we were having it, the issue of mental health came about, and somebody even went further to discuss the fact that he was recovering from a financial incapacitation that was started during Corona, and during that time he says he might have lost 1 million in whatever he was doing the business in, and he ended up being an alcoholic. And when we started our group for cycling, he tried to keep up with us, but it was pulling him down because most of the time he was either suffering from hangover, fatigue, and even being financially broke. So that is one thing I can say. It sort of affected him. Then also, other cyclists have told me, taking alcohol, it destabilizes you, because you see, when you cycle, you need to balance. Without balancing, it's not like a vehicle. Without balancing, you will be struggling. So they have told me it really affects them how they balance. And then another thing, even after you've taken it, you will be struggling with gaining your appetite. And because you are not eating well, when you show up for a ride, you will be struggling to produce the energy that is needed. So those are some of the things that I can say physically alcohol can affect a cyclist.
Yeah. It's really sad that it really affects holistically.
Yes.
It affects someone holistically. And is the cycling industry doing enough? As an individual, are you doing enough to maybe educate people about these harms, these effects that it has, as a captain in your field?
One thing, I've never addressed the matter directly, but one thing I've always done is I always encourage my members to participate in the activities that we are organizing, and those who are always showing up, we always use them to send a strong message to those who are not coming, and we have even tried to even make sure that we follow up with the members who are not very regular in our activities. So if we know somebody who knows another person, for example, along Thika Road or Wayaki Way or Go Road, we tell that person, so and so has been inactive for a while. Could you try and reach him and even know why this and this is not happening with him? So those are some of the things. We normally don't approach some of the things directly, because unless if somebody is open enough to tell us what problem he is going through, it's very hard for us to actually force ourselves into that. So we try and be, in my group, brotherhood is our main mission. So we try very hard to be our brother's keepers. So if somebody is not regular in the group activities, it means this person has a problem. And if somebody comes for a group activity and he does not perform the way he performs on a regular basis, we also try and interrogate that kind of a situation. So that one, it has really helped a lot of members to sort of try and align themselves to each other.
What activities do you have lined up this year, and how can someone join? If maybe someone wants to be part of this group of cycling, because it's a very good initiative that's gifting people a moment. So say someone who is in the alcohol industry or someone who is an alcohol addict, it really helps them. So how can they get on board?
First of all, that person needs to buy a bicycle, and a good bicycle, and he can come to us. We recommend him where he can get a good bicycle and at a discounted price. And then another thing, he or she buys a helmet, like the way I'm having a helmet. And then, of course, they can also buy attires. If they are not comfortable wearing attires like the ones that I'm having, they can start with the ones that they are comfortable with, and as they progress. So then we don't charge any money to join us. We just need you to be regular in your commitment. And then another thing is that we normally like people. We have an app called Strava where we post our activities. So if you want to be part of us, you install that app and you'll be recording every time you go out to ride, you record so that we are able to track and see how you are progressing. So if you do those and you show up regularly, it becomes easier for us to allow you to identify with us. So when it comes to the activities that we have lined up this year, number one is group rides, and in the group rides we have 3 main rides that we'll be having, but the frequent ones on our weekend are beginner rides, which we normally do on a Saturday, and then elite, semi-elite, and elite rides on Sunday. And then we'll have pro rides. Pro rides, they will be once in a while. Like last year, we did ride up to Namanga and then Nakuru, where in both cases we covered more than 300 kilometers in a day. So those are pro rides we organize. And then other activities is that we are going to participate in races that are being organized in the country. Like we have one we are planning to attend this February.
All the best.
Yes, thank you. And then another thing, we are planning to have a session where the bike will not be the main agenda. We'll try and have a candid talk with each other, and we will try to address any other issues that have built up among our members, because as much as we will be we will be building ourselves physically, we also want to do it mentally, because in cycling we are trying to benefit mentally and physically. So for those who are having problems mentally, that is one way we are going to help them. And then another activity is that we want to empower some of our members that we feel are a bit down. Last year we bought a bike for one of us. This year we will also buy a bike for one of us. And then another activity is that we normally have what we call comrade visits. Comrade visits is where we visit members of a group who have been injured while cycling, or who have been having a problem that has even prevented them from participating in the activities. Maybe somebody has been sick or was bereaved. We go visit them, and we try and be compassionate with them.
Yeah. So there's a lot lined up. There's so much lined up.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah, and we'll support you fully. Lastly, what's the name of the group?
My group is called Majiwa Cyclist.
Majiwa Cyclist.
Yeah, but right now we are having members all over Nairobi. When we started, our members were those who are living along Majiwa. But right now we have members all over Nairobi.
Majiwa Cyclist. Okay, so that's the name, and they're on Facebook.
On Facebook we have a group, and then on Twitter we also have an account. And most of our activities, we normally coordinate them in our WhatsApp group. So when somebody, of course, if you follow us on Twitter, you will know our updates. But for insider updates, some of them they are inside our WhatsApp group. Yes.
So parting shot, Jack. What would you advise? Maybe someone who is struggling with alcohol. What would you advise them?
First of all, alcohol comes with other, and I call it like it's a demon. So there is no demon that walks alone. So alcohol comes with other demons alongside it. First of all, it comes with fornication. It also comes with the stealing. It also comes with death. It also comes with what we call I've forgotten the name, but sort of running away from the reality. So it comes with along with those problems. So whoever is taking alcohol is probably trying to solve some of these problems, and is also creating other problems. So first of all, this person he has to agree to change whatever is affecting him. So that whatever is leading him to alcohol, he has to work away around it, and then he has to look for something that is going to help him to gain the happiness that he needs in his heart, because probably this person is deprived of happiness in his heart. So he's looking for something that will give him happiness. Unfortunately, this thing, being alcohol, is just giving him happiness for a short time and then it goes away. So this person, he himself, he has to agree. Unfortunately, most of people we have, they have ego, they have fear, and they themselves, they do not know themselves. So when you come out, for example, if you want to join a group, you follow their standards. Since ours we are not charging. If you buy a bike, you buy a helmet and you come, you ride with us. You will find people that you can talk to. Even you will find people who can even support you in whatever problem that you are facing. I have had people even offering somebody, offering to fundraise, to help somebody. We fundraised for a lady. She was struggling with a lot of things. You know, ladies, they have a lot of needs. So we fundraised up to around 10,000. We gave her. She paid her rent that she had not paid for a long time. She bought things in her house, and she was even in a better place to even attend our rights after she sorted whatever debt she was having. So if you come to us and you talk to us, whatever problems you are facing, nobody will judge you, because most of us, we will be like strangers to you. So we won't judge you like the people who know you on a personal level. And we will be ready to help you. So that is one thing. Another thing that it can help this person is that it doesn't end there when you come to us. It has to be constant. You have to have determination. You have to be consistent with every commitment that you have with us. So once you be consistent with that, even the problem of alcohol, it will go away without you using much effort. Because one thing I can tell you for sure, the bike is the simplest solution to one's most complicated problems. Yeah. Wow. If you put everything in the right place.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being our guest on this segment, and I appreciate all the nuggets you've shared with us. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you on the next episode.